Hello and welcome. You're watching News9 Live. My name is Pankaj Mishra and today we are bringing you details and news from across the border. Pakistan, a senior journalist there, Hamid Mir, whom we have heard and known for a long time, has made some revelations regarding back-channel talks between India and Pakistan by the year 2021. Now, reports coming in say that Pakistan Army Chief Qamar Javed Bajwa in 2021 had revealed to two senior Pakistani journalists, including Hamid Mir, about his secret talks with Indian NSA, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Reports also say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit was being planned to Pakistan immediately after ceasefire was announced in 2021. Two sides were working on a solution for Kashmir as well as Pakistan when it realized that it lacked ammunition and economic strength to fight India. Pakistani Army Chief revealed to journalists that Pakistan Army was incapable of fighting Indian Army and hence the back-channel talks came into picture. To discuss the matters further, I am joined by Aditya Rajgol, Strategic Affairs Editor for News9. Aditya, thank you so much for joining us. Could you share with us the details of this back-channel talks claim that has been made?
Well, this is a show that has been done by Hamid Mir and Naseem Zehra. These are two of the most prominent Pakistani journalists, veteran journalists, and they reveal something very shocking that is not known to the public either in India or in Pakistan. Now, these shocking claims are similar to what was spoken to by Javed Chaudhry, another senior journalist a few months ago, in his articles in Friday Times and other newspapers, where he and now Hamid Mir and Naseem Zehra also reveal that there were back-channel dialogue that were on between India and Pakistan between 2020 and 2021. This was between National Security Advisor of India, Ajit Doval, and Qamar Javed Bajwa, the Pakistan Army Chief. We are saying allegedly because nobody officially has claimed so far, either in India or Pakistan, confirming that these talks did take place. But we know for sure that in the past as well, such talks have taken place. Some have been revealed in public, some haven't been revealed in public. I know for sure when there was a National Security Advisor in place in Pakistan, in the previous administration of Nawaz Sharif, there was certainly dialogue that was underway. And NSAs of two countries used to meet either in the Middle East or in Thailand or some other third country. This time as well, it's being revealed by Hamid Mir and Naseem Zehra that talks were underway. Kashmir was something that was discussed at length, and Hamid Mir seems to have confessed to a group of 24 to 25 journalists in which Hamid Mir and Naseem Zehra were also sitting inside the Rawalpindi GHQ, which is the headquarters of the Pakistan Army, in 2021, where Hamid Mir revealed that it's time for peace between India and Pakistan is going to bite the bullet because Pakistan Army realizes that it does not have the ammunition or the bandwidth or the economic strength to counter and fight the massive Indian Army. This is something that Hamid Mir and Naseem Zehra have revealed on a Pakistani national television. There have been no official reactions either from India or Pakistan. Hamid Mir also goes on to say that while the talks were underway, this was in a third country in the Middle East. It could be either Saudi Arabia or in UAE. And also there was almost a peace plan that was in place. And there were preparations underway by the Pakistani government and the Pakistan Army to host Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 9th, 2021 in Pakistan, where there would have been a joint press conference between Imran Khan and Modi. There would have been trade that would have been announced between the two countries, and there would have been a pledge that there will be no terrorism that will be supported against any of the countries. And there will be a roadmap, an achievable roadmap for peace in Kashmir that will be worked on by both these countries. But it seems that the political establishment in Pakistan wasn't on the same page. Once Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the foreign minister of Pakistan, realized that this is what Bajwa was planning, he immediately went to Imran Khan to complain. There was a meeting of past foreign secretaries of Pakistan with Bajwa that was organized, and the entire foreign ministry of Pakistan and veterans opposed this idea of talks with India or a joint mechanism on Kashmir being achieved. And that's how a roadblock was hit. And finally, the political establishment, for their own vested interests, for their own domestic interest, did not want any kind of peace or a solution for Kashmir to take place. Because one realizes that on the issue of Kashmir, the political parties in Pakistan and the Islamist and the radical forces are on the same page. Bajwa was emerging as someone who wanted peace, who realized the consequences for Pakistan because he knew that Pakistan was running towards an economic meltdown. And certainly, it's time for Pakistan to realize that there needs to be peace instead of a war with India that's been underway for more than 30 years now. So these are big revelations that have happened. As I said, no official statement so far, Pankaj. But it is important to note that they were this close to peace, unfortunately, which cannot be achieved.
Right, Aditya, and also, talking with the adversary from both India and Pakistan's point of view, 2021 onwards, any signs or any development apart from some planned visits to Pakistan, do you believe that there were signs already had started coming in that something is going on between India and Pakistan?
See, personally, I'll tell you that I was also apprehensive that something was underway, because I've been tracking Pakistan and India and Jammu and Kashmir for almost 15 years now.
Absolutely.
And, I also tracked when Nawaz Sharif had visited India. I met Nawaz Sharif when he, was for the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Modi.
Yes.
And thereafter, I was closely following Sushma Swaraj when she was the foreign minister. She was supposed to visit Pakistan. Unfortunately, the Pathankot attack happened, and that derailed everything. And since then, I've been closely interacting with Pakistan, army also, on Pakistani deep state as well, on what could be achieved and what can be achieved. Once the ceasefire was announced by the militaries of India and Pakistan in early 2021, there were eyebrows that was raised, both in India and Pakistan. I was also skeptical, and I wasn't sure why Pakistan was ready suddenly for a ceasefire. This couldn't have been achieved if there wasn't a backdoor, back-channel dialogue that was underway at the highest levels of the government. There wasn't an NSA in Pakistan at that time, so Javed Bajwa, the army chief, was in command, and in India, NSA Ajit Doval is someone who has been leading certainly the security affairs of the country. So when I reached out to intelligence officials, I wasn't given a clear picture of what's happening, but nobody denied when I asked that is there a back-channel dialogue that is underway. And I was categorically told that Bajwa seems to be someone who is supportive of an idea of peace on Kashmir and some kind of talks. That clearly indicated there was something underway. There has been track 2 that's been underway at different forums. In the past, it used to be Pugwash or other forums. But in the Middle East, as I said, UAE, Thailand, and of course Saudi Arabia are important countries where this track 2 has been underway, and perhaps a dialogue, a secret dialogue between India and Pakistan.
Right. Now, obviously, we have seen after 2021, as far as army is concerned, definitely it must have been a covert aspect of the whole dialogue part. But later on, we saw the waning away of Prime Minister Imran Khan's popularity and his acceptance in his own echelons in the army. Somewhat, I remember 2018, he was considered to be the poster boy of army, and hence he came to power. What could have gone wrong between the army and the Imran Khan administration there as far as these talks are concerned?
Well, there were multiple factors. Bajwa was calling the shots, as I know, and as we know, that Pakistan army is in control and in charge in Pakistan. GHQ really calls the shots, and Bajwa wasn't in charge. Bajwa, as everybody knows, had planted Imran Khan as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. And that's why for several months and years, Imran Khan was known as the selected Prime Minister. It was a term that was trending on social media, and the rivals attacked Imran Khan on that as well. But there were several reasons for this kind of a distance that was emerging between Bajwa and Imran Khan. Imran Khan wanted Faiz Hamid, who was the ISI director, as the next Pakistan Army chief. This wasn't something that Bajwa really agreed with. And there were several other internal domestic disturbances as well. And there were public accusations and mocking between Imran Khan and Bajwa that happened continuously. On the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan as well, there were several differences that happened and emerged between Imran Khan and Bajwa. And subsequently, Bajwa left, but he put somebody in place who was close to him. And Faiz Hamid's dreams of becoming Pakistan Army chief failed miserably, and he had to move out, and perhaps will be joining politics now. And Imran Khan's fate perhaps was sealed as well, because he was questioning the Pakistan army openly, publicly. Nobody had dared to do that in the past, and hence he lost the top chair in Pakistan. But we'll have to interestingly wait and watch how things unfold now, because Pakistan army is again in control. But will they go the PDM way, which is the ruling government coalition right now, or will they again put Imran Khan in his place as a puppet, as a selected prime minister when the elections take place, if they take place in August this year? If they take place.
Talking about PDM alliance, Aditya here, very soon, next month, early next month, we are going to see Bilawal Bhutto in town, and obviously his visit does not assume a lot of significance, as the SCO summit is there for foreign ministers. But do you believe that all these things also weigh heavy on a diplomat's mind or a minister's mind when he or she is traveling to an adversary country, if I may say so, and also thinking that there could be back-channel talks going on still as we speak?
We never know. This is the beauty of the back-channel dialogue, that neither the media nor the close observers or even the people in power, politics or otherwise, know of what's been happening really. We never know if they are happening right now, because there's a new Pakistan Army chief who is in right now, and he's known somewhat more radical than Bajwa. So will he bite the bullet? Will he want the bigger picture of peace? Because the Pakistan media and the Pakistan politicians and the radical Islamists are critical of the fact that Pakistan should compromise their position on Kashmir, even though they know that internationally they do not have any support, even though they know that they are in economic turmoil. Their priority should have been domestic audience, their own people, uplifting the economy and political stability. But instead of that, they've been focusing completely on Kashmir, on India. And 35 years of terrorism hasn't borne any any realistic positive picture for Pakistan. So we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold. But Bilawal Bhutto's visit, I'm not very positive. Bilaterally, it will shape anything good for India and Pakistan. Because as I said, India has completely isolated Pakistan. India has shown them the mirror that if you deal with terrorism, talks cannot happen. No positive dialogue can happen if terrorism continues emanating from Pakistani soil. So India has had that position ever since Uri, Balakot, this Pulwama attack happened. And finally, even today, when the SCO summit happens, I don't think India would be desperate or eager for a dialogue. If the Pakistani side requests, maybe India can consider. But at this stage, I don't see any kind of resumption of a bilateral dialogue between India and Pakistan.
Right, one final question. Now that Pakistan, as you rightly mentioned, is in a very precarious position, and this time around the kind of support that it used to enjoy from the people, the masses, they are also reeling under immense inflation and scarcity of the basic minimum goods. Do you believe that internationally this whole scenario which is unfolding as of now in Pakistan could be single-handedly attributed to Pakistan and its failing administration, in context of what it has been claiming that India too has not been helping in the same case?
See, obviously, everything is directly linked to the political instability that's been happening in Pakistan. Their foreign policy is focused on India and on Kashmir instead of uplifting their own economy, providing political stability and giving a positive picture internationally. Cricket teams are today running away from Pakistan. They do not want any series to happen. Tourists are not going to Pakistan because they don't know when the TTP will attack or bomb blast any hotels or public places. Similarly, we have seen the situation and the human rights track record of Pakistan, be it in Balochistan, be it in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir or Gilgit-Baltistan, or in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or the Sindh region. Continuously, there are attacks on Christians, on Hindus, on Sikh community minorities, and the Ahmadiyyas as well, who are not considered Muslims enough to even live in Pakistan. So this is directly linked to the political instability in Pakistan, and I personally do not see any kind of a positive picture in the next few months. The political instability will only continue unless there is martial law, unless the Pakistan army decides to have dictatorship in place just like Musharraf did and miserably failed in the next few years. But there's been a history of Pakistan, failed dictatorships continuously, and then finally politicians being hung, and no prime minister has really succeeded in uplifting the image of Pakistan, unfortunately. Imran Khan was that one hope for the masses in Pakistan. He still enjoys a lot of support, mass support, but will he be allowed to contest elections is another massive question that is raising. I'm sure we'll be discussing Pakistan further in the next few weeks and months. There'll be more revelations that will be coming in the run-up to the elections. But today, this massive disclosure by Hamid Mir and Naseem Zahra, being discussed all across the media in India and Pakistan, no official statements yet as expected.
Right. Well, Aditya, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to speak to you. And as we see the revelations that have come across, which Aditya decoded, obviously leaves one critical question here: when would Pakistan come out of this catch-22 situation? Because be it civil or be it military, the solutions are few and far between as far as Pakistan is concerned. Thanks for watching.